Late last week, the Climate Prediction Center, or CPC, issued their winter weather outlook. For us here in the Northeast, it calls for equal chances of both above and below average temperatures and precipitation. I think most would agree this isn't very helpful. So just what makes seasonal forecasting so difficult? Since we deal more with day-to-day forecasting here at CNY Central, I wanted to get the perspective of someone who works more with the bigger picture. For that, I headed down to Cornell University to visit their Northeast Regional Climate Center.
The North Atlantic Oscillation, and for the most part that controls our weather, particularly in winter. When we have a snowy winter, the North Atlantic Oscillation tends to be in its negative phase. When we have a warm winter, it tends to be in its positive phase. Unfortunately, it's not very predictable.
Well, you make mention of anything having to do with climate prediction or seasonal outlooks, and the first thing that comes to a lot of people's minds is La Nina or El Nino. Well, here at the Regional Climate Center down here in Cornell, they say not so fast.
In the Northeast, there really is no good El Nino signal, and I think one of the reasons behind that is because we also have the large Atlantic Ocean kind of right in our back door.
So, El Nino doesn't play a big role locally, but the fairly unpredictable North Atlantic Oscillation, or NAO, which is an indicator of pressure anomalies in the North Central Atlantic, does play a role. So why is this so hard to predict?
The physics of it, why it happens, are not all that well known. We know it happens, we see it in the observations, but actually pinpointing why it happens or knowing the physical processes that are in place, still an area of very active research.
Even with that uncertainty, Dr. DiGaetano tells me if he was a betting man, he'd say this winter won't be as extreme as the last one. Reporting from Cornell University, I'm CNY Central First Alert meteorologist Matt Stevens.